Wir melden uns ganz kurz zurück. Es ist unglaublich. Wingman Peterson ist gerade zu uns in den Livestream gekommen. Sehr geil. Wir hören noch ein bisschen zu.
No, just I have a soccer game. My son has a soccer game.
Oh.
Yes. He's
That's
playing
for sure priority one.
Yeah, he's playing football today in San Antonio, so we got to run down there and do that.
Yeah,
Hier unten ist er.
in the US it's a bit different to play against another state or something like that, you know. Here in Switzerland, in 2 hours you cross the whole Switzerland, so it's not a problem.
Well, we're playing a team from Mexico today, so that's going to be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nice to have you here, Eric.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes, so we agreed that we will do a little interview for sure about Eric and his new project, and also what Eric is doing now afterwards when he left the CIG and so on. What? Yes, the mothership.
The expensive mothership.
Yeah, you said that, it was not me.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Okay, so now, Eric, let's begin with that. So, when you left CIG, what was then the first idea in your head to do as next? For sure,
Wanted to make
what was the first task you did?
Well, the first task I did was reach out to friends of mine because you know, I love making games and I love making space games, and so I've always wanted to make when Chris and I were making, I think it was Wing 3 or Wing 4, we got hooked on this game called Descent. I'm sure everybody remembers Descent. In fact, it probably delayed the release of Wing Commander by a couple months, because every day at 6 o'clock we would start playing Descent over the land. It was just amazing. Loved the 6 Degrees of Freedom. Loved flying in there. Think that the ability to confine the space and make it to where it keeps the battles, because if you can go 6 Degrees of Freedom in open space, you just go all over the place. It's very hard to hit anything. So I love that piece, and so we started thinking, okay, well,
Da kurz eingeblendet könnt ihr mal sehen, wie viele Leute jetzt gerade hier im TS sind.
Went away in '99, so we're like, well, let's try to see if we can resurrect that gameplay. And so we started there and started building a demo and building a team and building a Kickstarter, and yeah, that's what we're doing. So day one, you hit the ground going, you know, okay, I don't want to move to LA. Let's go do something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You said that in the forums that you don't want to go there because the family is for sure the first priority.
I know. I'm just saying. Well, hold on a minute, mate. Winglet's interrupting.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
I don't have a Descendant Studios as a Twitch stream, but we don't use it right yet. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I missed the last question. My fault.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. So yeah, this is that what you also told about in the forums, that you don't like to move over there because of the family and all the other parts that kept you over there.
There's some history there. We when I was working with Chris and Aaron at Digital Anvil, we were making this game called Star Lancer, and
yes,
I was traveling back and forth to England for, you know, like every 2 weeks, back and forth for 2 and 3 weeks. And it was Wing that was like 1 year old at the time, or just been born. And so, yeah, I missed like his first steps. I missed his first soccer goal. I missed so much doing all that traveling. And I promised my wife that I'm not going to do that again. I'm just not going to do it again. So when this came up, I love Star Citizen. I love being on it. I love being one of the founders of the company. I loved everything we're doing. I don't like LA, so I wasn't about to move, and it's like, you know, my family comes first in all decisions, and so even though it was very hard, and Chris was very generous in giving us time to figure out what we're going to do, there's just no way I was moving. So it was an easy decision. At the end of the day, it was an easy decision. It was a hard decision, but it was pretty clear what it was.
Yeah. Okay. When you already saw that in front.
This is the way life, man. That's going to be going on for 10, 15, 20, they'll be building that game forever, you know, and a huge project. So, you know, I wish them luck. I think they got a lot to do, and you know, don't get to it. It's just going to take a while.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But now there are some already feedbacks here. You should finally change your microphone. It's still the same microphone you use.
Time to say goodbye.
Isn't it as crappy?
Not the microphone. When you are talking, it pitches quite a lot.
Well, that's okay. That's my voice. Okay, so I actually have a good microphone, but you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 computers in this area, and the one I placed our citizen on has the Samsung, the Mr. Senior Microphono, and that's got a really good mic. The one I've got now is on my headset, so I'll try to tone it down a little bit, not.
Yeah.
Not like a pitch.
Okay. That's better. That's better. Yes. So because it pitched really a little bit.
That's my fault.
Then, some people are also now already, when they followed your information, that you also talked by Michael Mullen, and also I think yesterday it was. What today? Oh, yesterday, when you also streamed shortly. People are asking now. So when you do then a Kickstarter, already, when you would like to launch.
Yes, I do, but it's not really up to us right now. We're waiting on approval from Kickstarter to go through everything and make sure it's good, and then we'll announce it. So what'll happen is here's the way it'll work. So Kickstarter will approve the thing. I think we're pretty close, and then we'll have 3 or 4 days where we do interviews with the press, where we don't we line them up and say, okay, we're talking to you, but because there's some pretty big announcement coming. It's the name of the game, or the working title, was Ships That Fight Underground, but that's not really going to be the title. And so
the STFU, right?
Yeah, that's not really the title. That's just that's me. That's just been funny, So Underground will be part of it, but there'll be something before that that's very important that I think people will like. And so we'll go do the interviews. We'll talk to all the press, and then we'll have a live stream. Mike and I will do a live stream. We'll launch our new show, Wingman's Hangout, and then we'll do a button push where we push the button in Kickstarter, and our store and website go live at the SCNR Studios. We have a whole new web page and store and stuff coming, and then it'll all go live at once. And then we'll take some calls from people on Skype and on Twitch that the first people that pledge and that get in, and why they're in, and why they think this is important, and that kind of stuff. So that'll all happen as soon as Kickstarter lets us know that we're ready. You'll see a countdown go up on our website, and then you'll know the exact time.
Yeah. Okay, this means everything else is already prepared to start that then afterwards.
It's getting really close, yeah. It's
really close.
We've got a very nice game demo. We've got a very nice. Our ships are. You can customize your ships very easily. It's pretty cool.
So there is already a part that then a demo that people can try and do already.
Well, no, people aren't going to be able to fly around in it. We're going to show it to them, but we're not ready to release anything yet. That's going to be 6 months down the road or so.
Okay, it's an internal demo. Yeah, fine. So we are all eager to see then afterwards how it looks like.
Da unten ist er. Erik Wingman Peterson, der Mitschöpfer neben Chris Roberts von Star Citizen, live bei uns hier im 24-Stunden-Stream von SCNR onAir. Ich bin begeistert, ich bin überrascht.
It's just a little, it'll be beautiful. I mean, our ships are, our first iterations, we have 8 ship types. The first one is around 50 to 60,000 polygons. We're baking the textures and materials in at 10K, so they look beautiful. They look really cool, but they're also gritty. They also look scuffed up. I mean, this is inside asteroids. This is your mining, right? This is like it's a style of look we want. So, I don't want to look like a race car or a Ferrari or something. I want to look like like a Kubowagen.
Yeah. Okay. You got some words up from Germany, yeah. And what do you think? Is there also a possibility maybe for some old backers from Star Citizen that they can maybe expect you one time also as a guest, let's say like that, on the next Star Citizen community event or something like that?
No, I'd love to. I mean, I've reached out to Star Citizen, and I think they're going to support us. And so I'd love to do a cross promotion with them. It's up to them completely as to because they've got their own universe, we've got our universe, but they do kind of collide a little. So who knows? I mean, it'd be fun to go to Gamescom and be like the opening act for Chris's thing, but that'll be up to them. They'd have to make that call.
That would be nice, yeah. So, are there some people here that have some specific questions for Wingman?
Okay.
I have Fireball has Fireball.
Okay, Fireball.
I Wingman, we met each other at the Cologne twice, and
Awesome.
I was also at your forum, and I have to say, I hope that you will do something like Conquest Frontier. Is there any chance that you will do another Conquest Frontier? Please,
dude. Fireball, it's great to talk to you. I want to do Conquest 2 so bad. It's about 60% done, but it costs money to do
I
it.
know.
And so it's funny you mentioned that, because I did a Kickstarter before Star Citizen, which actually taught Chris and I a lot about what not to do for the Kickstarter before we did the Star Citizen one. It's because we didn't, we naively thought that it would do. So yes, it's not right now.
Okay.
Unless I do it with like you and a bunch of group of fans that want to just create a thing and do it like a volunteer. So let me get Underground off the ground. The ground.
Fair enough.
But I would love to finish it. Conquest it's dear to my heart. It's just that I don't have the money to finish it. That's just the truth.
Because for you are the guy for Conquest Frontier Wars. As Chris is for Wing Commander, you are Conquest Frontier Wars.
Yeah. Well, let's hope I get to be that guy for Underground too.
Okay.
Let's hope that, yes.
Well, no, but listen, the thing about RTSs is, and the thing that Kickstarter's done and crowdfunding is that it's allowed us as a community or as a group of people, gamers, to decide what kind of games we want to play. And so role-playing, space games were dead, and now clearly Chris and the others have proven that they're not really dead. RPGs are coming out of nowhere, out of the woodwork. Like I think Ultima Ascension or the Ascension one's coming out. There's a lot of those out there. And so I think the next thing will be RTSs. But there have not been very many success stories on the RTS side of crowdfund yet. But if I can get Underground going well enough, then I'll try to take on Conquest 2.
I hope that answered your question, Fireball.
Yes,
I think so.
Thank you.
So, is there another one that has a specific question? Oh, we can hear there's a nice sound that we hear by Wingman. Background sound.
Patching.
Yes.
I'll crank it down.
You already started. You already started the launcher. Are in the hangar?
Yeah, I'm in the patch. I'm patching. I have, like I said, I have 6 computers here, so that's my big.
Patching.
That's my big one. I haven't patched in a week, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then last patch 103, you're missing, yes.
Yeah, it looks like it's right now. It says it's got 3 minutes, 1 patch left. I'm downloaded at 49 meg though, so it's all right.
Yeah, but the problem is still the same. Like that. It will download a small amount of megabyte, but it will update the whole 19 gigabytes on the data because there is no code cleanup at the moment, from what from what we know. But yeah, let's see.
Hey, that's not my problem anymore.
Yeah, I know. You can't imagine. Since 8 o'clock in the morning here, or respectively, since 10 o'clock in the morning, we are doing tournaments here by Star Citizen, so squadron battle tournaments from one orca to another orca and so on. You can't imagine how much we have to do here to bring that all flying, and
well, it's funny you mention that.
Risky to do that in the pre-alpha.
Well, that's a core element of what we're doing at Descendant. Is that we are literally, ours is a team-based MOBA combat game, and so our whole strategy is going to be around organizational combat, and you'll have individual combat too, but it'll be around team play. And we're planning to have a World Cup. It's every 6 months there'll be a big tournament, and then there'll be a World Cup for country versus country. So, big leaderboards, big all that stuff. It's a big strategy for us to look. Everybody, we all get involved in the World Cup, and congratulations to Germany. You guys were clearly the class this year or last year of the World Cup. So. It's a huge deal. People have national pride, and so we want to tie into that and support that. So there'll be local country tournaments to get the top team in that country, and then those teams will fight for the World Cup.
Yeah,
Sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
that sounds really pretty nice. Yes. So I have here Moon that has a question for you.
Okay.
Yes, hello. A lot of people here in Germany like your kind. Can you sometimes come in the SCNR channel and talk about your game and?
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, this is the first time I've been here. You know, it's a strange thing, Moon, to believe it or not. You know, I like talking about the game, but I don't like talking about me. Does that make sense? I always feel this is a really big team thing, because the truth is, any game made is rarely one person. It's like hundreds of people, and so it just feels kind of uncomfortable at times to talk about yourself. But we will come here and talk about our game, because especially now that we're going to be launching, because we have 36 days to raise the money we need to do it. So it's kind of like, of course.
Yeah, advertisement.
Well, the only way the only way these things get done is if people believe in what you're doing, and they believe in you, and then they help spread the word. I mean, because ultimately, you know, we're not buying magazine ads. We're talking directly to the people that will be playing our game and saying, what do you want? And, you know, and working together to make it happen.
Yes, that's true. So how big is at the moment the team from Destiny Studios?
We have about 15 people between core and volunteers. We have people in Germany. Actually, the guy who's done our modeling and our map is he's in Germany. The guy who's done our game rules is in France. Two of the guys working on our website, one's in Japan, one's in East Coast USA. So we have about 15 people overall, all over working on it.
Joined your channel.
Mm-hmm. And really international, it looks like.
Well, okay, so the difference between what I'm trying to do and what we did before was I really, really want the community to help make the project. I want them involved because I think there's talented people all over the world that don't get a chance. And sometimes as developers, we look at resumes or CVs and go, that guy's not done it before. Well, it doesn't matter if they got the talent, you know. So if one thing we can do is ship the game and become Descendant Studios University, where people can create stuff for our universe and it's good enough it goes in, I'd be a happy man.
That's true, and this is also what you can see in your forum when you there make also some how to say that, some announcements that when people have some talents, please contact us and show your talent and so on. This is what I was following in that kind of stuff, but I have to be the true. I'm not so many times in your forum.
That's okay. Well, the thing about our forums right now is because we're not really showing anything. We're kind of dark because we're building up for the big reveal. So all the people that are signed up now are going to get the gold campaign ribbon for being there before the campaign started, and the gold wingtips. Those will be gone forever. It's kind of like the golden ticket from Star Citizen, but they'll get the gold campaign ribbon, they'll get the Pioneer Medal, and then that goes away March 1st.
March 1st, okay.
Yep, that's never to be seen again. And it's not like LTI, it's not coming back.
Okay, keep in mind, March 1st.
Good to know.
Yeah. Good to know.
Once it's gone in Wingman's universe, it's gone.
on our community here, or let's say it's not our community, but the German community. So Star Citizen headquarters and Star Citizen News Radio. They say also when someone says LTI, everyone is saying Jehovah. He said it.
Yeah, it's funny because it's a lot of people have asked me to put LTI up there, and I'm like, it just doesn't fit into what we're trying to do. But I understand why it's there for Star Citizen.
Yeah. And the other part is there was someone questioning here. Oh, you mentioned it, a demo. Is there maybe something, is a little sneak peek you can?
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely going to be showing some gameplay on the Kickstarter for sure.
But today there's nothing, one picture that shows something. I could maybe show just a frame from it. Let me see if I have it real quick. That would be nice. A little exclusive, because the people here, they like exclusive things, you know.
Of course. Who doesn't like exclusive things? Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I have
Let me find it. I'm getting there. It's just this is a screenshot of one of the drones in the actual game itself. Let me see. I'm just going to open it. I'll be able to cut and paste it for you guys.
Okay, wait a minute.
All right, here we go. You ready? I'll put it in the bottom of the channel. Yeah.
Let's take a minute.
Am I in the Twitch live channel? Where am I at? Star Systems
you
Radio.
are
This one?
in the Twitch live channel. There you can put it in the Twitch.
Where do you want me to put it? Right now I'm in the Star Systems Radio channel.
PS3. No,
Twitch live channel.
Twitch live channel. Yeah, because the other one you don't have any rights to put that in it.
Oh, I don't have any rights.
It's the root. No one then administrator has rights there. But the other channels, yeah. So here's the link, and we will also put that link in the Twitch channel for sure. Here they have it. So Adama, is it possible that you are opening and showing that through the Twitch channel? Because at the moment Adama is streaming. Normally it was my turn again, but we elongate that a little bit.
It says Twitch live channel. I'm right there.
Yes, you are directly on Twitch here. People are listening and seeing also Adama at the moment in there.
Can they see it? Can they see
your
the
picture?
Can they see
for sure.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Well, so we have 8 drones. This is one of the captures of one of the mining drones. It's called the Auger, and it is going to be, it's built more for getting the minerals out and being more of a hauler and getting the stuff back to the harvester. If you think of harvester like Dune, where they would drop the big harvester on the sands of Arrakis, and then they would mine the spice.
Yes,
so these are kind of the mining ships. These are the ones that will drill through walls and create tunnels and cavities into other enemy spaces and stuff, and also will be very effective at mining resources and minerals.
Ja, immer noch live hier bei uns. 24-Stunden-Stream von SCNR onAir. Eric Wingman Peterson.
Space movies I have for a long time.
Yeah. So there you go. Stan Claus said instant buy. Thank you very much.
Instant buy.
Listen, our ships are only $25 or $30, so it's not. You can buy all 8 of them for like $140. There's a difference between Neiman Marcus. I don't know if you guys have these stores over there, and Walmart. We want to be Walmart. We want to have millions of people playing the game. So we want to have. It's kind of like Counter-Strike. You want to have a lot of people playing. That's how it gets better. So we're not looking to. None of our ships are going to be $1,000 or really expensive. Yeah, it's going to be very, very medium priced, where people can get in and play and have fun and that kind of thing.
That's another way to do it, yes, but not especially the wrong way. It's another way.
Oh yeah, Voldemort wants to buy, but he says it has to have LTI.
Yeah. Instant buy with LTI, and I'm running. Yeah, he said it. Jehovah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so you guys, that's one of the first sneak peeks we've had. That's not even out there, so I'm sure it'll show up on...
Not even out there. Ooh, I think this picture will make his way around the world.
It's okay.
I can't stop the people here,
That's all right. I don't mind. That's the point. I shared it, so...
Okay. So, guys and girls, you hear it. Wingman is happy.
Yeah.
You spread it out. So,
yeah, just
spread it out, right.
Look for, put this, I probably should have put Descendant Studios on there, but make sure you tell people where it came from, so if they want to see,
Wait, we will write that in the chat, so...
Yeah, there you go.
Descendant Studios.
Space Crawler has a question about the picture you sent us. Is the nose tip a docking point?
No, the nose tip is actually a large beam. That's the mining beam, the drilling beam.
Ah.
And the scoops underneath will suck in the minerals that come out. So, yeah, you'll have the lasers are actually on this configuration. And by the way, everything's configurable on this. You can change your nose, you can change your wings, you can change your tail. Everything, you literally can, so all you have is a fuselage that is one type of thing based on what your craft is, and that's upgradable too. You can change the look of it. This is just one of the many looks of the auger.
So this is not a nose cam or something.
Well, yeah. Okay, so think of our game, right? Instead of the fiction of our game is that the corporations went out into space. They fought over asteroids in their vehicles themselves, and they were killing pilots left and right. And so the organizations they got together and said it's really too expensive for us to do business if we're killing each other's pilots. So they agreed to do drones. And so what happens is you're based on a harvester, which is essentially like a carrier, and there's a pod. Each person has a pod in the carrier, which you sit in, and you can pilot your drones like you're in first person with a HUD and all this other stuff. So you'll be looking, for purposes of flying the ship, in a cockpit looking out through, but you'll have drones. And so this allows us to, like if you have 8 types of drones and your team is losing and you need to maybe switch to an assault type vehicle. Actually, one of the vehicles, you guys will like this, the tank in our game is called the Panzer. There you go. The Panzer, yeah. I was called the Tiger, but nobody was getting it. So
the Germans get it. The Germans get it.
Of course they do. You guys had the best tanks. And so it's like, we call it Panzer, and so I forgot where I was going with this. Anyway, the point is you can configure it, you can fly it, you can switch to drones. So say you need to switch to, your team's losing and you have everybody being an auger. So you say, okay, I need 3 of you guys to go be a Panzer, so you go harass the enemy so they can stop their flow of minerals. So essentially, as the round is going, you can change tactics.
You can rename it for the US people and say it's an Admiral or Sherman or something.
I'm not calling this. No,
I don't think Sherman would be the right one for that.
If you call it Sherman, you'd have to call it popcorn.
Not like a popcorn.
Yes. So there was another question shortly that OSG was asking. It's about how big the maps will be in future, what was planned, and how many players can really.
This is a great question. So we're going to have small maps that have, just 2 or 3 or 4 people can play, all the way up to at least 32, and we're aiming for 64. Now, you won't have 64 players against each other, right? It'll be like teams of 8. So 8 teams of 8 will land. All of them will land on the asteroid at once, and they'll have a contract. Essentially, what happens is Earth sends out a contract saying, "I need X amount of water," and so everybody drops onto an asteroid, and they drop in, and then there's a battle for that water or that contract, and so the team that wins gets the big contract, and the team that loses, all the other teams that lose, they still make their contract or money that they're paid to fly, but they don't get the contract, and so they don't get, there's a little more, there's a bonus for winning, essentially. So that's how it works. So
okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Up to 64 players, that's quite impressive. And teams of 8, yes. So in the, I'm also how to say reading that. What is in the chat here?
This is going to be the thing about this. The thing about teams of 8 is we think that's what it's going to be, but that's why we're going to do this with the community, because it could be the teams of 16 are more fun. So we'll figure that out along the way. We'll have everybody involved, and they'll let us know, and then we'll adjust accordingly.
And is there also then something only this map based then afterwards, or is it also then a story behind that you can build up some like an imperium with your guilds and so on? Also, not really in the game itself, but that you harvested the resources, that you get points for.
Okay, so right now, currently, there's 4 phases to what we're doing. We're doing phase 1, which is essentially in the asteroids, and phase 2 will take you down planet sides like Mars, Jupiter, Uranus. And then that's just, you gotta say that. And then phase 3 will discover an alien race. I'm trying to talk Chris into letting us be. Maybe we discover the Van Duel or something, but we'll see if he wants to do that or not. And then phase 4 will take you out interstellarly to other places. So the first parts will be map based. Now you will have choices to make in your mineral. There are some minerals that are special that you can use if you have if you have hard points on your ship. You can have up to 6 hard points. If you have, some of these things have a crafting system or a factory, and it takes a certain amount of certain types of minerals. They're specials, right? Hidden behind walls through voxels. There's some that are hidden in lava, things like that. You can use those actually in the map itself to create like a mega bomb or something, or you can turn it in for more money. So it's going to be a choice you're going to make as you're playing the games. So firstly, it's map-based. There's not really a global thing, at least at first. Well, that's going to depend. The truth of the matter is that depends. Our first phase 1 is the MOBA, but we have a stretch goal in there for a very large single-player campaign. But, you don't want to be presumptuous and say you're going to hit that. So that's what we'd like to get. Yeah. Yes, there is plan for that, but that's going to take, it's going to take a very successful crowdfunding campaign.
That's true. So it's like someone wrote that also in the chat, kind of a crafting system you can directly use then in the maps and so on.
You sure can. If you've chosen to put the factory on the hard points, that's going to take 2 hard points. So you have choices of what you put on your ship, and so if you've chosen to have that particular element, then you can then craft your own weapons. There'll be 2 or 3 or 4 weapons you can make with minerals that can help your team.
Okay. So, but these are then temporary weapons in that case.
Well, yeah. Well, they're one use, but they're going to be stinking powerful.
Stinking powerful.
Well, yeah, it's like you can collapse tunnels. You can set up shielding. It's going to be it's going to be a huge area of effect weapon. You can drop it in and EMP, knock everybody's shields out for a time. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. So it would be quite dynamic in that case then.
That's a choice. You can choose to use your resources for that, or you can choose to turn them in because you get more money that way, and you can then buy more stuff.
Yeah. The other thing that is more on my interest also is when you fly these drones, how you can, in example, say the speed of the game. Is it like more than when you say more Unreal, the speed, so Unreal Tournament speed, so when you run around, or is it more than like Counter-Strike?
No,
it's a little bit slowly.
No, it's like this. Did you ever play the game Descent back in the 90s?
Yes.
It's Descent speed.
It's the same one. So it's
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Fast. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's there.
That everyone can adapt to it.
Well, I don't know. I guess that's up to how good a pilot you are.
Yeah, okay, let's say like that. No, because I can remember in example, Doom in that case, this was so fast, and sometimes when you are not get used to it by so fast, you were killed a million times.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So we have 8 ships, and each one of them adhere to an archetype, a typical archetype people like to play, from an assault, in-your-face guy, a tank, a miner, a hauler, a medic, a repair. So we have things, a scout, which is like a sniper. So we have different types. For the people that like to hang, we're going to let you like drill a hole in the wall and back in to where you're like a sniper and edges of walls and shooting from a distance. So there'll be all kinds of things for people to do. For the people that don't like a big twitch, real fast action game, you can certainly play. Maybe you're the guy who wants to haul all the stuff, so you grab you become the Leviathan or something. And you have all this the cargo space, or so it's how you play the game is determined on your specific style. So there'll be things for people there'll be things for people that like to get in there and fight. There'll be things for people that like to stay away. There'll be things for people that are mixed. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to play. We'll support all of that.
Okay, no, because this is quite an interesting question in that case, because some other games, so let's say PvP games in that case, that everyone has the same speed or something like that.
No. That's not the way it is. We've got all 8 of our ships are different speeds. They're different maneuverabilities. They're different, and they can all be upgraded. They have different hauling ability, different mining abilities. They're all specific to what their main task is. Now they can all do a little bit of everything, but they're efficient at one thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, is there someone else here that has a question still?
Ooh, I'm ready to launch. Yay.
Yeah. Oh, you're ready to launch. So, this means, are you ready for a short, let's say, if the time allows you,
hold on a minute,
around with us?
What's that, honey?
It's almost 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I cannot, because I have to leave in 10 minutes to take my son to soccer.
Background.
Yeah.
We hear it from background. So let's see, maybe in another time.
Yeah, that was Hot Wing. Hot Wing she's in control of the whole house.
It's the same here, I have to admit.
I said you're in control of the whole house, honey.
Damn right.
Nice. I'm just lucky to live here, man.
Oh, I can imagine. It's also nice that she supports you with all that kind of stuff. So this is also quite important, yes.
Yes.
So, and did she like the chocolate?
Oh my God, she loved the chocolate. Yeah.
So I have to resend one time some bags over there.
Yeah, do you want my address?
Yes, for sure.
She just popped in as soon as she heard chocolate. She goes, yeah, I love that chocolate.
Okay. So
Thank you,
send
thank
me
you,
your
thank
address.
you.
You're welcome. So send me your address and we will
say
for
just
sure
honey.
send some.
They'll say you're welcome and they'll send it. I'm just kidding.
So yes, let's see. Now when you have to run, it was nice that you was here for, even if it was a little bit short in that case, but it was quite welcomed, and we really liked it. I think I speak for everyone here that this was quite good. Surprise, or I'm wrong?
Yeah, I could say.
Big surprise.
It's fun. Look, you guys, Remo's been great for us on interview. It was fun meeting him at Gamescom and doing a really cool interview. That was a blast, and you've been a big supporter. And listen, Germany is my favorite place in the world, so there's no way I'd avoid coming here. So I wanted to come and say hi.
That's great. So I think we will meet us for surely again, Dan.
I'm planning to come. Listen, right now Gamescom is coming up in August, and we'll plan to be there for the Senate Studios this year.
Disconnected from your
So,
channel.
Cool.
Oh, that's nice. So
yeah, but we'll do a smaller event. We'll go back to the. I don't know how many of you guys are there, but we'll go back to the Hyatt, and we'll have a beer garden event where Michael Moreland and I will film a live event.
Great.
Ah, yes.
It's I believe in a much more personal experience. I don't like to be separated. I think that we're all in this together, and that's why I feel that the development is important to be done very, very open. We're going to be sharing. We're sharing things like schedule. We're looking at Jira right now and seeing if we can allow people to read Jira without editing it. We have a confessional booth that we're setting up where people can get in and just live stream real quickly. Like if you remember the Wingman's, we used to do Wingman's hangovers. I'm going to let the whole team do those kind of things now, and so we're just going to be much more open than what we were doing at Star Citizen. I just believe in letting people really in on everything. It's just important.
Yeah, for sure. This is that what
Okay, im Twitch machen wir jetzt mal Ton aus und schalten direkt in den TS rein.
User in your channel timed out. User
So, und dann gehen wir hier mal on.
sound muted. Sound
So,
microphone activated.
like we're doing here on TeamSpeak, people will be able to log in and participate in actual design meetings as we're designing the game. Because you know what? A good idea is a good idea. It doesn't matter where it came from.
Yeah, this is true. Sometimes it can come from the darkest side of a little edge, but it will be great.
Sometimes it can come
And
from
only
eating too
someone
much
has to
chocolate.
find it. Yeah, yes, chocolate with the lucky hormone that it will. Yeah, there is a sentence like that I say chocolate will produce more lucky hormones. That's why maybe for that you get the ideas and all.
Well,
Who knows?
chocolate hurts Wingman's weight. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, but the last time when I asked you there in Cologne, what about your weight? You said, "Oh, you stopped with that." Are you started it again or what?
I'm going to wait to start when we do the new show, and it's not going to be pretty to start with. It's going to be honest, and I found all the weight I lost, and then some. So, it is what it is. You just got to be honest and open with people, and I think that they appreciate that. So I think we're starting at about 240, 245, something like that.
Yeah,
which is
okay.
a lot of kilos.
Yeah, that's quite. Let's say it's ambitious.
We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it together. That's gonna be the fun part. The cool thing is, some people have come up to me and said, "Man, you got me to lose all this weight," and I'm like, "Well, I feel good for them, but I feel like, dang it, I should." Do you know what the funny part was? Do you know when I got off my diet? Cologne.
The beer.
Tell me now, it was my chocolate. No, this was
No. It was before the chocolate. It was the year before, actually. It was. I had the schnitzel I had 4 days in a row schnitzel. I loved that place.
And maybe some Kolsch.
Yeah, some Kolsch.
That's
So,
the
okay.
Kolsch today to celebrate. It's the hell of it.
So we had to invite you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But
I
Kolsch
think
is
now
not
we
really a
have to
beer.
I think now we have to get to an end because I think your wife will be standing behind you and
Yeah, she will be.
yeah.
Listen,
But
guys,
I
thank
think
you thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go sign if you haven't signed up yet. Go sign up at Descendant Studios. At least sign up now so you'll get an update on when the things are going, and then you'll get your gold wings, which will be gone in about a week. So at least get in on the ground floor. This is the golden ticket for our thing. So once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, so you hear that. We will also say that in German, that for the one that doesn't really understand or have problems to understand English, we will also say that also in the German way. But Wingman, Eric, thank you for being here. I hope in future we will also have maybe sometimes the possibility that you will fly with us around in a little tournament. I think this would be great in that case.
Trying to log into your stream right here, but it's not letting me.
Don't let you in. Oh. I gave you the link, yes, I think so. Yeah, I gave it to you. So this is at the moment, this is at the moment Adama that you see. So you see that's not me. Or I'm getting younger and younger. That would be also fun, right? No.
Simi hat auch mal Haare.
Oh, I've got hairs again. Yeah.
Thank you, Space Crawler. Appreciate that. Listen, I'm gonna go, guys. It's a pleasure. I'm gonna bookmark this, okay? So
okay, that's great. That's great.
Thanks,
so
guys.
we let you go, and thank you for being here, and all the luck for your son that they win.
Have fun with your son.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have a good time. He's playing forward. He's playing striker today. So.
Oh.
You know, by the way, do you know who his favorite team is?
No.
Don't say
Bayern Munich. He wears his Bayern Munich jersey everywhere. He's a big Robin supporter. So he's a huge Bayern Munich fan. See you guys later.
Okay,
See you, Wingman.
Bye. Puh.
So, da ist er auch schon wieder weg. Da musste er gleich wieder weg. Da hatten wir die kurze Möglichkeit mit ihm ein bisschen rüber zu gehen, ein bisschen mit ihm zu quasseln hier, was uns natürlich sehr erfreut. Ich hoffe, es war eine gelungene Überraschung für alle, dass er kurz hier war.
Ja, super.
War sehr geil, sehr, sehr cool. Ja.
So much English.
Leider habe ich nicht geschaltet. Man hätte das ja mal ganz kurz im Original-Baker ersetzen können. Ne? Wingman in SCNR onAir auf dem Channel.
Da hätte er mal hier noch einen Link posten können von seinem Forum oder so.
Hat er jetzt dann.
So, und ich bin TS kurz gemutet. Wie gesagt, das war das Interview live im 24-Stunden-Stream von SCNR onAir. Eric, Wingman, Peterson, ich danke an dieser Stelle fürs Zuschauen. Schaltet wieder ein, bleibt mir gewogen. Daumen hoch, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Abonniert, wenn es nicht getan hat. Und ich würde sagen, beim nächsten Rennen sind wir wieder dabei. Also, bis dahin. Ciao, ciao. Macht's gut. Haut rein.